I think it's very, very important to know certain things before we address facial aging and aging, and before we spend money on a moisturizer or an eye cream. So I want to start by saying the number one thing about the facial aging and aging is that aging and facial aging is much deeper, much more than skin deep. Okay, so what we see on the outside and what's covered by our skin is pretty much a reflection of what happens underneath. So the first thing we notice is our skin, but facial aging and the reason why we don't look the same is due to bone loss, which is number one. Just like we lose bone in our body, we also lose bone in our face. So like I'll give you an example. If you notice the difference in your eyes and when they don't look the same, it's because when we're younger we have this much bone right here, but then as we age we get less and less. Same thing happens here in our temple, same here happens over here. We're losing bone. And one of the things, if you've ever had a tooth taken out and on one side, and you might have noticed that your face on one side looks completely different than on the other because of the bone loss in a space where you no longer have the tooth. So bone loss is what affects the way our face looks, and it's very important. The other thing is our muscle. Our muscle, just like our muscle in the body atrophy, just like our muscles become weaker, so do the muscles on our face change, become weaker. Then we have also gravity, and that pulls everything down. So that also has to do with changes the way we look. Finally, we have also changes in our the fat deposit. So when we're young, we have a lot of fat in our skin, which makes it look plumper. But then that fat, it shifts its place, and it changes the way it goes down, just with everything else, with the muscles, and it causes droopiness, sagginess, jowls. If you go and see a plastic surgeon during this time, the first thing the plastic surgeon will look at is the shape of your face. It's supposed to be, when we are young, the shape of a reverse triangle like this, but as we age, everything changes and becomes just a regular triangle, which makes our face look aged. So that's something that you need to import. And now we have the skin, and the skin has also 3 different layers. So one of those is the fat layer, the hypodermis I mentioned, and then we also have the dermis and the epidermis. So in the dermis part of our skin, the deeper layer of the skin, is where elastin and collagen fibers are, and also hyaluronic acid. So collagen, the most abundant protein in our body and in our skin, 70% of our skin is made up of collagen, is what provides structure to our skin. And elastin is what provides elasticity. So when we age, we lose both collagen and elastin, and therefore we lose the structure, the strength, and the elasticity of our skin, which causes wrinkles and sagginess and changes in our skin that we don't necessarily want to see. Also in this part of our skin is where hyaluronic acid is. The hyaluronic acid that baby's face is full of provides all that pumpiness that we love. We lose that as well, and for that reason our skin lacks hydration. And unfortunately, collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid cannot be stimulated with skincare products. If you go and see a plastic surgeon or somebody who does a great job with creating volume with fillers or collagen stimulating products, and you might get some help there as well. But do not believe anyone or any skincare product can actually help you with collagen, elastin, or hyaluronic acid, because they won't. Even products that contain hyaluronic acid, they will hydrate your skin, but they will not work on the on dermis, but the epidermis, and superficially moisturize your skin and hydrate it superficially. Now, the epidermis is actually where skincare can help if it contains the right ingredients, because epidermis is where skin cells accumulate and turn over. So the stratum corneum, which is the top layer of the skin, is where all the dead skin cells accumulate. When we are young, our skin turns over every 18 days or so, but if you are 44 like I am, then the skin turnover will be every 44 days. And what happens is that you have those dead, unhealthy skin cells laying on top of your skin. And what you want to do by using good skincare products that contain, for example, retinol or glycolic acid, you can help to shed these the layer of skin cells that kind of like a dead snake skin. And also procedures such as chemical peels or microdermabrasion is also something that you should definitely be doing to help you with that, so your skin looks less dull, less pasty, but more fresh. I don't do these procedures, but I do use Dermatute skincare that contains all the best anti-aging ingredients. And if you maintain your skin properly on a regular basis, you will not need to spend a lot of money on other procedures. So I'm going to tell you more about that in my next video. Stay tuned. Until then, talk to you later about anti-aging tips. Bye.